I've never called one of these before. I'm wondering how it works.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm sorry, I can barely hear you.
I'm a little
Turn the volume
nervous.
up
I'm
possibly?
sorry.
Okay, are you in Las Vegas?
Yeah.
What hotel are you staying at?
Well, I was kind of wondering how this works first.
Well, the entertainers come to your hotel, so are you at a hotel?
Yeah, like, I want a chick that's gonna shove her hand up my ass and treat me like a puppet.
Okay.
Fuck!
What's up, guys? Revival House Network presents another commentary. We're going to be doing one of Zach's all-time favorites, The Blair Witch Book of Shadows.
Blair Witch 2, baby, I love this movie. It's underrated, bitch.
It's underrated, that's what he says. I'm a skeptic, I haven't seen it, but it's on Amazon Prime, so you can watch along with us there. We're going to get right into the countdown, okay? 3, 2, 1, play.
Yeah, this fucking fuck up has a doctor's appointment. Artists in entertainment put this shit out.
It's true. I got another appointment where hopefully, I'll learn the results of that whole butt probing thing we were talking about last time.
You did it?
No, I just they sent me home with a stool sample kit, which is not nearly as fun. So I basically had to play with my shit in the toilet. They give you one of those little sharp, pointy sticks, and you gotta.
You're used to doing that anyway.
I'm not G.G. Allen, bro.
Exactly.
So, this movie is notorious for being...
Oh, look, a fucking Revival House alumni here.
Kurt Loder?
Kurt Loder.
I didn't realize he was, but okay.
He's our boy. He's a fucking mascot of Revival House. I'm gonna shut my door so my dogs aren't barking the whole time.
Look who's unprepared. Zach.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, Zach talks about this movie all the time.
I'm back. So in this movie, it fucking did the whole meta thing first. People were giving fucking what's that shitty shit called Human Centipede 2. They were giving it all this credit, like, oh, it's meta. In the movie's a movie, and this guy's a fan of it. Fuck that. They didn't do it first. This movie did it first. This movie's way better.
That's the director.
That is the director. How'd you know that, you fuck up?
Because he directed the Some Kind of Monster Metallica documentary, so I know what he looks like.
Who gives a shit about that? He directed the fucking Paradise Lost movies.
Paradise Lost, Joe Berlinger.
He saved those fuckers' lives.
Yeah, he definitely raised awareness. I mean, I don't think without that documentary and all that stuff, I mean, you wouldn't have had all the musicians constantly.
They were like, we're gonna put them in there, make them take the fall. Fuck them, who cares? They're just some punk kids. Fuck them. And they were there with the cameras, and they saw that shit.
So what's up with Zach was giving me a hard time because I got a new setup here. I got a new mic and I got an interface and
yeah. So if it sounds bad this episode, it's because of trial and error, and he was too fucking stupid to try it himself before we started.
Hey, why don't you listen to me before you go off on a tangent? I'm saying I got the interface and I got a new mic and I got some monitoring headphones, so it feels a little new and different to me. So yeah, if there is any fuck ups or whatever, trial and error, but hopefully it'll sound better. But anyway, this guy was busting my balls about not being quite prepared, and this guy had to shut his door because his fucking dog. Mm-hmm. You didn't have your door closed, bro.
My door's never closed.
It should be. You're podcasting, man.
It's always open.
You're a professional.
Always open. My Mikasa Asukasa. If you're ever in my neck of the woods, listeners, come right in. This
is the guy from Burn Notice. That dude right there. Are you saying he's the guy that wants to make his own version that's obsessed with the movie?
Yes, he's and it's kind of giving us some backstory that he's not all there, baby.
Okay.
He's been in the nut house. See, the director, if you listen to the audio commentary, he will shit on scenes like this because this is scenes he didn't film and the studio made them put in later. And he's like, they completely re-edited the film. Fuck them. This sucks. Look, you can tell he's not even putting it in his nose. Fuck this movie. But yeah, let's look at it. Look how it's filmed. Like, it's so nonchalant, like dreamy looking. He's pulling some cum into it.
So they got a second unit guy to do these scenes because Joe, he didn't do them?
Yeah.
Or do they make him? Berlinger, is that how you pronounce his name? Berlinger, I don't know.
Bellinger, maybe. Not sure.
So they, ugh. Look at that.
Oh, look, they had to pump the cum out of his stomach.
They felt like they needed to include these scenes as like backstory to justify his character.
Yeah, basically they didn't like the movie he turned in, so they wanted to like make it a little fucking, just change the tone of it. Like a good, for instance, is coming up right here. The opening song was originally a fucking, what was it called? What was that fucker's called? That's Life.
I don't fucking know.
That's Life.
Oh, I don't know. It's not Frank Sinatra, is it?
That's Frank Sinatra. The original opening song was Frank Sinatra.
Is it? Said all the people say right down in Santa Fe.
They changed it to Marilyn Manson to give it a more rock and roll feel.
Oh, really?
But this song is cool too. But he doesn't like it. He's like, I wanted Frank Sinatra. And this whole fucking shot is a reference to his first movie, baby.
Oh, Paradise Lost.
Paradise Lost. They added all this gore, random flash that's happening for some reason.
I really, really despise horror movies of this whole era that always had to have Marilyn Manson. You know, they always had to, at least it's not Sweet Dreams. But,
fuck that song.
You know, it's like movies like House on Haunted Hill. There's like a million movies, and they always had to have Sweet Dreams in the movie, or they had to have like Dragula, you know? These fucking stupid late 90s songs.
Idle Hands had Dragula.
Idle Hands did?
That's a good movie. Yeah. Had a music video in it.
Just dates it so much, man. It's like,
You tell me you don't drive around listening to your Dragula?
No. And I
You don't burn through the ditches and shit? That's good shit.
I really hate Marilyn Manson, though. Rob Zombie, I can tolerate.
Oh, you're such a cum slut.
Dude, he sucks, man.
Oh, you can suck a dick up till you hiccup.
This guy is rocking the 2 t-shirts. That's how 90s it is. You know, he's got the long sleeves underneath the short sleeve.
Don't fucking bash his gig so hardcore, Cruster.
So this guy is in Burn Notice with Bruce Campbell, and we want to do a series overview of Ash vs. Evil Dead, so that kind of brings that full circle. Which, is it going to be a season overview? We're just going to talk about the whole series. I can't remember if we did this for season 1 and 2, did we?
I mean, we can, no, we didn't. We always wanted to.
So I think we should, since the series is up and it's only 3 seasons, I think we can kind of touch on it all.
Yeah, just go through episode by episode.
Oh, I don't know about episode by episode, but how about season by season?
I'll be able to give I know there's a couple episodes in the first season, or at least one that I think could have been just left out completely.
No, yeah. So, and we'll get into all that stuff too. I think we can definitely sort of highlight certain things, but in short, as a teaser, I just finished it, and man, I was sad to see it end. But we'll get into that when we record it.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, he kind of looks like a bootleg James Franco.
I would fuck him. But this movie, he's taking a bunch of people to the place where the movie was filmed because they believe the shit. They're like, yeah, this is all real, man. This shit really happened. He's a big fan. He's going to take them there. They're going to fucking film it and just have fun. And one of the characters is writing a book about the murders that really happened. And he's going to fucking see the original shit because of that. So what I wanted us to watch before we started, there's Erica Larson. What do you think of her? Hot or not?
What is she from?
She was on the remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. She played Pepper.
I don't remember that movie.
She's a Wiccan in this movie.
Dude, is that Peter Brady's wife? That's what it looks like.
I don't know, but I don't know. People talk about her. I don't know who she is. I've never seen her anything else. But the thing I was talking about, it was basically on the VHS, they did this genius way to market the movie, kind of. They basically played it up like it was the Poltergeist thing or like Exorcist or The Omen. They're like, yeah, a bunch of crazy shit happened while we were filming this movie, and here's some unused footage of shit just going weird while we were filming. But some of it still is in the movie, and like basically it was all bullshit. It was just a marketing thing. But like, yeah, like at the end of it, it's like, yeah, rewind the tape and look at the letters flashing in the bottom right corner, and they'll spell words that lead you back to the movie and see this hidden shit that we didn't notice while we were filming it. And the words were, and I quote them: water, mirror, grave, rug, and door. So that grave that she was laying on was the first one, but this is the theatrical version, so only in the VHS version would it, like, whenever it cuts to her laying there, it says treacle or something like that, and then at one shot, for no reason, it says Lucifer. So there were like little hidden things like that. But yeah, they were like, yeah, they played it off like that shit. We didn't know that was there, baby. And I believed them.
Now, when you say you like this movie, are you being for real? Are you kind of saying you like this movie kind of like the way you say you like Pauly Shore movies, aka you're just trolling?
I think it's underrated.
But what?
I don't think it's a bad movie. People talk about like...
What's the charm?
I don't know. I just think it's entertaining. It's a fucking cool little story.
Would you like it if you saw it today, or is some of this because you saw it when you were younger? Because how old were you when this came out?
2000. So now I'm 28.
So you would have been 10.
Yeah.
Roughly. So, I mean, that might make a difference. Do you own this movie? Is this on Blu-ray?
I own the DVD. It comes with a fucking a double disc DVD, or double sided, and one side is the soundtrack, and it's got fucking Nickelback on it.
Ew. Does it really?
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I'll point it out when that Nickelback song comes up, because it's amazing.
Why did horror movies feel like they need to do this? Because maybe I'm wrong if I can't think of anything, but in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, etc., it was all about the score, even going way back further than that. And then it's like in the 90s, everybody's like, hey, we got to shove in all these shitty radio rock bands. Yeah, I don't know. They kind of did it in the early 2000s too, like the soundtrack to Freddy vs. Jason. But starting there, it kind of just became a thing. Well, and I mean the early 2000s too, because you know how a decade is. It's like the decade is still kind of alive on life support, in the couple years into the new decade. Mm-hmm. So when I watched Freddy vs. Jason, even though that's like, 04, there's some 90s isms in it. And, you can thank Ronnie Yu for that, because obviously Bride of Chucky was 98, and they do kind of seem similar in tone to me, where they have this color to them, this vibe to them, and Bride of Chucky was the same way, man. Hey, we got to throw in White Zombie, Rob Zombie. We got to throw in fucking Il Nino and all these shitty new metal bands.
You heard of El Nino? Well, this is El Negro.
Why don't you come down here, let me tap that ass.
That chick was hot, too.
Yeah, she was. Carla, Craig, and Carla.
I never said she was hot, though, because she has the same name as my mom, which is weird.
Oh, Carla?
Yes.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't understand people that are... I've always thought that was weird. I would never date anybody that had my mom's name or my sister's name or anybody closely related to me's name, because I find that weird. Can you imagine? It's like, oh, yeah, like, I'm going to try and be Zach here. Oh, what's up? Carla, fuck yeah. Oh, I'm going to come, Carla. It would be weird. It'd fuck with you a little bit.
I'd have to call her something else.
You'd have to be like, I'm going to call you Candy Cane.
Candy Cane.
You can't do that, because she'd be like, no, my name's Carla. Everybody calls me Carla, and you need to get over it. I don't think women think it's weird. They would just be like, hey, fucking grow up. My best friend when I was like a little kid, not Riverman. He's been my best friend since like early teens, but prior to that, I had talked to this guy sometime in the last like 10 years. I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. And I mentioned that to him. I was like, yeah, man, I always thought that was weird. I would never date anybody with like my mom's name. And he goes, I would. It's cute. I'm like, that's gross, dude. Like, yeah, it's cute. It's fine.
It's cute.
No, it's not. And he was dead serious.
You're not fucking the name, you're fucking the hoe.
Women do it all the time with like,
see, she's hot though. I'd hit that.
I've dated girls that, you know, their brother was named my name, right? And it didn't bother him. So
yeah, that's weird.
I don't think it's ever been a case with a father situation, but, and I, you know, this TMI, but I dated a girl one time that had a kid and the kid shared a name with me too. That's okay. It's like, that would be weird.
She could have closed her eyes and pretended she was fucking her kid.
That's disgusting.
I had to drop that in there. It's not one of our commentaries unless I say something like that.
So speaking of that, derailing for a moment, because it reminds me of that one YouTuber who, you know, wants to fuck her kid, masturbate to her dad and all that weird stuff. Who is the dog fucker again? What's her name?
Whitney, Wisconsin.
Whitney, Wisconsin. So it turns out I have a friend that knows her.
I heard she lives in or something now.
Oh, did she move? Okay, so I think she used to be located out east because I have a friend in sort of the Philadelphia, New York area, and they were telling me about it casually, like, yeah, it's like there's this. I don't know if it's like they were talking about this person they know that was we got onto the topic about like bestiality. Don't ask me how, don't ask me why. And she started
I'm always talking about bestiality.
I know. That's normal for you. But she was telling me, she's like, yeah, she kept describing this person that she knew. And then eventually she called her by first name in the story, Whitney. I'm like, whoa. Is her last name Wisconsin?
I don't think that's her real last name, man.
No. She's like, yeah, she's on YouTube. I'm like, oh my God. And that was a lot of fun to talk about.
She deleted her YouTube. She put out a video crying about how I can't go anywhere without being recognized and people are disgusted by me. And I'm like, what the fuck did you expect?
Yeah, I mean, when you put something online, you have to be prepared for it to get exposed. You know, I mean, what are you putting it online for? Into the public.
Exactly.
Not to be heard.
She just wanted to let us know that it's okay to fuck your dog because back during like, you know, the old Egyptian days, they drew pictures of fucking their dogs. So they must have thought it was okay too. So something being okay in the past is always good now.
I mean, and the Romans used to have their men oil up and wrestle each other naked. That doesn't mean we're going to do that today. I mean, some people might.
We still do that. It's wrestling.
Yeah, but they were naked.
Yeah, they should be naked. I'd watch it more. I want to see Bray Wyatt's cock. See, would you fuck this chick? She's a Wiccan. She could cast a spell on you.
She looks like a fake Wiccan, man. She looks like a movie Wiccan, you know, when you can tell it's just somebody they dress up.
Oh, she's a Wiccan. She's a Wiccan.
It's like she looks like she jumped off of the movie The Craft.
Exactly.
Dude, I'm getting used to this whole setup. Like my neck really hurts because I don't know how to position myself in front of this mic. And I don't know if I should be dead in front of it or if I can kind of hang to the side, but I feel a little uptight, you know?
Yeah, you are. Always.
Well, see, I'm used to talking in a microphone that sits on the desk and has a base. This one doesn't. It's, you know, on a arm mount, and I've got it coming from above. So,
God, you're such a fucking noob. Mine's always been on a fucking stand. I've always wore fucking studio headphones, and you're just now doing it. You're such a noob.
No, your shit's not on a stand, dude, is it?
Yes.
What kind of stand?
An average mic stand that I can swing around and swivel around.
So it's like an arm stand that hooks to your desk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So, but you know what? I'm just kind of getting adjusted here. I think I got a good place. I'm moving it. I just want to get comfortable.
Oh, here, you're going to hear the fucking Nickelback song When They Stop Talking and Kiss right here. It's pretty amazing.
Okay, waiting for it.
You know,
is it one of the radio singles?
I don't know what song it is. But I always just like, is that Nickelback?
Riverman got dragged to a Nickelback concert one time with his wife.
Did he come?
No, he hated every minute of it.
Oh, they're amazing. They're like this generation's Beatles. They're better. They're better songwriters.
So, what's their goal here right now? So they come into the woods.
That is the vocalist from Nickelback right there.
Hey, no.
Camera.
So what's their goal being in the woods here? Now, does he believe in the Blair Witch hype and he's trying to actually find it? Or is he just trying to make a new fake movie, kind of like the first people did? Because it's meta.
He believes in it, baby. And remember, he's been in the nut house.
And so everybody else is pretty much the opposite, where they're like, bro, that's a movie that was exposed. We watched the fucking cast show up at the MTV Movie Awards type of thing.
Yeah, pretty much. But this guy's writing a book about the murders, so he wants to go for that reason. This guy also runs a website where he goes to like the woods and gets sticks and makes the stick figures and sells them on his website. He's obsessed with the movie. So all these people talk about, oh, fucking Human Centipede 2, it broke new ground. Fuck you. This did it first. And before this, fucking New Nightmare did it. So fuck you too. Fuck me.
I like Human Centipede 2. 3's where it's shit the bed hardcore, man.
I think they're all shitty, but the 2 was probably the best one.
No, you know, when I saw the first one, I have the first 2 on Blu-ray.
I'm sorry.
Hey, shut the fuck up for a second. But when I watched it, I liked it. I still, think the first one's good. I liked it when I saw it.
You're that's just because you're a fucking Asperger.
And then I liked I watched the second one with Riverman and we both liked it. But the third one, man, oh, that's a horrible movie. I don't know.
Nothing happened in it, if I remember right.
I don't know how Tom Six could have produced that piece of shit.
I do. Because he produced them all.
He should have quit while he was kind of ahead,
No, I think he should make another one now, part 4. Make it take place in, the whole movie takes place in a toilet. And we're watching the fucking, the amoeba inside the toilet talking to each other. And then, at the end, the guy that owns the toilet comes and sits down and shits. It'd be amazing.
I watched it when it first came out. I watched it with my kid brother, and he was, I don't remember how old he was, like 5 or 5 or 6, and he threw up. He couldn't take, some Asian guy shitting in someone's mouth.
You never see it happen, though.
I know, but still, the implication.
In alcohol. Nicotine, Valium, Valium, marijuana, ecstasy, and alcohol. This song, for some reason, I always remember it because of this movie.
So, I don't ever think about it enough, but Zach, you were born in what year again? 90?
89.
Late 89?
November 89.
Okay. So, you being a few years younger than me, that can make a little bit of a difference. I mean, you being like 10 years old, 8, 9, 10 years old during all this 90s bullshit horror, you probably do have a soft spot for some of it.
A lot of it I hate.
But, I mean, do you like I Know What You Did Last Summer and all that bullshit?
No.
Do you like Scream?
I like Scream, okay.
See, when Scream came out, I was 10 or something like that. Because it came out in 96, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Or was it 95?
Maybe.
It might have been 95. I don't know. Because Scream 2 came out in 97. So I don't remember if they were a year apart or not.
Mm-hmm. Would you fuck this goth chick?
I mean, yeah, she's attractive. She takes all that fucking Halloween paint off.
When I die, I want my tombstone to be a big fat fucking cock so that all the goth chicks could come and fuck my tombstone. Just ride the shit out of it. Oh, here's another one of those what was another one? Water. This one was Water, and on the VHS scene, during the scene where she's drowning her kid in the water, you can see like the fucking symbol of the Blair Witch like kind of float across the water.
Wait, who is this and why is she drowning a baby?
She's dreaming. She's pregnant. She doesn't even have the baby yet, but she's like dreaming this.
And maybe it's easier to follow not doing a podcast for it.
Mm-hmm. This movie's amazing. You'd be loving it if we weren't talking over it, though. This is the next day they wake up and all their fucking shit is just destroyed. Like, all the research for the book he was writing is completely shredded and they don't remember anything happening. It's pretty fucking, it's like a typical Monday morning for me.
What's going on?
But then, yeah, you'll see later on in the movie, whenever I'm not going to give it away, but you'll see, babe.
My favorite movie from this era, the late 90s to the early 2000s is Cabin Fever. Out of all these movies that sort of have a vibe like this.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people hate Cabin Fever.
Oh, I think it's a fun movie.
I think it's good. I like it okay. The remake was fucking shit. And it's virtually the same movie. Looking up some fucking trivia for this gem. Because it's so amazing. Contains several hidden images and words, faces, and stick figures throughout the feature. The movie features a hidden message if watched closely enough. That's only talking about the fucking the VHS version, because none of that's in this. Unhappy with Joe Berlinger's version of the film, Arson opted to reshoot certain scenes to add more traditional horror movie elements and recut the movie to make it more commercial. He repeatedly states in the DVD commentary that he doesn't like the changes, and they messed up and ruined the ambiguous tone of the plot.
The tapes. They're here.
Do you really think it would have been any better if it was the way he wanted it?
I like to see his director's cut. I'd buy that shit. I'd buy the fuck out there real quick.
I've still never watched Blair Witch, the newest one.
It's not good.
That's what I hear. I mean, I bought it on Blu-ray because they had it on sale somewhere, really cheap.
See, you were shitting on me for owning this and you bought the new one. Fuck you. You can suck my dick.
I don't like these late 90s movies, dude. They're a big turnoff. Other movie that we've been meaning to do is like this too? The Rage 2. The Rage Carrie 2.
Yeah, we gotta watch him so we can hear him say we gotta get that nut.
Yeah, I would have rather watched that. I would have rather watched that than this.
It's because you're a little cunt. You're just not willing to admit that this movie's great. But one day you'll know.
Gosh, this place got anything good? Like some garbage? I just want to see him name drop garbage awkwardly in the movie because the screenwriter must have been a fan.
Garbage is amazing.
It just sounds so fake. It's almost as phony and forced as Joshua Jackson name dropping Pantera and Mighty Ducks 3.
Oh, Pantera's not as good as Garbage though.
Correction, the girl he liked name dropped Pantera. What now?
Who's the singer of Garbage? What's her name?
Her name is Shirley Manson.
That's so original. Like, why wouldn't you name yourself that?
Nah, that might be her real name.
Oh, well, fuck her then. It's not cool anymore. She could suck a dick. Preferably mine while I won't need to jack off if she's sucking it. My bad.
So, let's bring this up because I haven't talked to you in a little bit, but I haven't talked to you since last week. But you and Matt got back from a big convention. Why don't you tell everybody where you went?
Yeah, we went to fucking Whorehound, babe.
How'd it go, man? I was seeing the pictures that you were sending here and there, but that was your first convention. What'd you think of it? Exhausting, huh?
It was pretty fun, babe. Yeah.
Was it exhausting?
My feet were killing me. See, she had a miscarriage.
Oh, that's too bad.
That dream fucking foresaw the future. No, don't say that's too bad. She's fucking lucky. She'll never have to feed a hungry mouth. Well, assuming she doesn't get pregnant again.
And that's one kid she has to worry not about, being around you in this world.
Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
Hey, so did you buy anything at Horror Hounds or did you just kind of spectate?
I got a fucking autograph from Bruce Campbell. and from fucking I bought a Blu-ray of Eaten Alive.
Nick Castle, right?
I didn't get one from Nick Castle. Mac did, and fucking I'm blanking his name. The director of Gremlins.
Oh, Joe Dante.
Joe Dante.
Yeah.
He was there unannounced, and he signed shit for free.
For free? Did he sell stuff too, or?
No. He was there with a podcast, and all they asked was that you subscribe to the podcast.
Oh, okay. So they were just asking you in good faith to do it, or they like forced you to do it before you could?
They were asking in good faith.
That's cool.
I remember the name of it.
What is it?
Movies that shaped me or something like that.
Why didn't you just subscribe to it on your phone right then and there?
My phone was almost dead.
Gotcha. So, you didn't get a picture of Bruce Campbell? You said he wasn't allowing photos?
Yeah, like, because he was gonna be, this scene creeped me out as a kid. Check this out. Well, whenever she moves the curtain. But yeah, he was gonna be, like, doing photo ops.
VIP?
The next day. So yeah, they didn't want to do that. They didn't want people to
They didn't want to cut into those profits.
Yeah, that's what sucks about the photo ops. Just fucking stop. Does anybody actually utilize that? Like,
I mean, it's different. Yeah, they fucking usually sell out. So, but the thing is
I don't know why, because when I see a picture of someone in front of a backdrop and they're standing next to Bruce Campbell, I think, oh, they photoshopped that. That's not real.
and they don't look cool to me. They look very informal and impersonal. Like, wow, all this picture. It's not like you ran into him on the street or you were having lunch with Bruce Campbell. It's just, no, you paid a buttload of money to go stand in front of a backdrop with a convention name all over it, and pose awkwardly with him.
But you'll hear more about our story of Whorehound from straight from the horse's mouth. The horse's sizz whenever our next episode comes out, because we're putting out a new episode every week this next month. It's the fucking month of full moon, baby.
Oh, that's cool.
Because it just so happens we watched a bunch of full moon movies.
Well, that's cool. Was Charles Band there?
No.
He makes the rounds. I'm surprised. They probably wouldn't have him, man. He does like little ones.
Yeah.
He's kind of he just comes off like a snake oil salesman type,
Mm-hmm.
But
they had a table there, and Mac bought a couple things, but they had one of those original, quote unquote, original Wizard Video big boxes, and it was I Spit on Your Grave. And I was like, oh, how much for this? And they're like, we usually sell them for $50. It's just a reproduction tape in there, but it's an original big box that we found in a warehouse. And then I remembered, like, oh yeah, all that shit happened where people were like speculating whether or not they're even really original, and they might just be reproductions. Did you ever see that video?
No.
This guy that runs a website called VHS Dungeon, he basically had an original, and he was like, oh, I want another one. I'm going to buy one of these new unearthed big boxes. And he's looking at him. He's like, I think these are reproductions. Just look at the label here. Like, he basically pretty much sealed the fucking deal. Everybody watched that video. Was like, yeah, those are reproductions. So much so that fucking, what's his name responded to it.
Band?
Yeah, Band.
What'd he say?
I forget names too easily. He's like, that's absurd. First of all, to reproduce these, it would cost a bunch of money. That was his fucking big, that's not true. Here's why.
And to think I would have that kind of money is absurd.
He's like, yeah.
I mean, my autograph devalues things. Why would I have money?
Yeah, for anybody that doesn't know, if you go to fullmoon.com and get a Blu-ray, you could get it for $5 cheaper if you let them sign it first. Genius.
I wonder if that's like an inside joke, or if he just literally drops the value because he has to open it.
I don't know.
Because when I saw him at a convention and I met him and talked to him, I did buy some stuff from him, and to get like, he signed everything. It was like open shit. Everything was opened, and it was, I don't know. I did when Riverman and I were at the convention where he was at. It was a pretty good deal. They were promoting their full moon streaming service.
Yeah, which I've still never gotten.
It was a pretty good deal, though. Like, I couldn't say no. I never once watched a single movie on it, though. But anyway, the deal was if you signed up for like a month, like a try, whatever, or no, it was super cheap, man. It was like fucking a year or 6 months. And it wasn't very much money. I don't remember how much I paid. It was like $30 for a year. And if you signed up for 1 year for like $30, you could pick out, it was like 5 or 6 Blu-rays.
Nice.
So it was a great deal. Yeah. And that's where I got like Tourist Trap and Castle Freak and shit like that.
They had a fucking Empire video box set. You can only buy them in the box set. That's the only way they can sell it because they don't own the rights to, fucking Empire Pictures anymore. And it was like fucking 200 something bucks.
Oh, and at the time he was also giving away. I think they were giving it away. I think they just threw it in. It was, I think it was their newest film at the time, like a DVD. I don't even like DVDs, but it wasn't on Blu-ray.
Ooga Booga.
No, it was no. They were selling Ooga Booga replicas though. They had some pretty cool Puppet Master dolls and shit like that and stuff. But no, it was PMS Cop. So I have a DVD of PMS Cop, but I've never watched it.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it doesn't look too good. The PMS Cop herself was there handing out the Blu-rays or the DVDs. They're like, Charles Band will sign them for you. I'm like, no, wait, I don't want that. Oh, it's too late.
Was she like dark-headed and did she sound like a cartoon character?
I don't remember, man. You act as if these people made an impression on me.
The chick that was selling stuff when we were there was dark-headed. It sounded like a cartoon character. And she was kind of cute.
Was she like, hey?
She sounded like Angelica or something.
Oh, okay.
And which reminds me, the chick that did Tommy Pickles and, she was in the Pee-wee movie was there too.
Oh, really? Is she still hot or did she finally get old?
She looks like she did in, fucking 31.
Oh, fuck that movie. I forgot she was in that. I knew she was in Devil's Rejects.
I wanted to get a soundbite with her, and I was going to have her do this Tommy Pickles.
See, why didn't you guys get a bunch of sound bites?
Matt got a couple.
What'd he get?
Or he just got one, actually. But he bitched out on Nick Castle. I was going to have Nick Castle say, hey, I'm Nick Castle. I directed Dennis the Menace and did a couple other things of less value. But you're listening to Mac and Zach.
He directed Dennis the Menace?
Yeah, he also directed Major Payne.
He fucking directed Major Payne?
Yeah, I figured it'd be funny if we had him say the least noteworthy thing he done. Like, don't mention that you played the original Michael Myers. Just say, I directed Dennis the Menace. That'd be fucking killer.
Interesting. So he got a Nick Castle soundbite is what you're saying?
He didn't. He bitched out on that one.
Oh, what'd he say?
He didn't ask him. He bitched out. He got one from Kane Hodder.
Wow, Kane Hodder gave one?
Mm-hmm.
Kane Hodder was a fucking asshole to me when I've met him, so...
He was wearing a twisted wristband when we saw him.
Yeah, he's fucking gay, so what did the soundbite say?
Don't fucking call Kane Hodder. Fuck you. We shared an elevator with Kane Hodder. With Jason.
Yeah, I know, I saw that.
You'll see what the soundbite said one day, you fuck up. Am I just gonna give it all away before you see it?
Did he get the script down, or did he have to like try a couple of times or ask what the fucking thing was called?
He misunderstood Mac and thought Mac asked for an interview.
Oh no! So he said yes?
Yeah, he did, which was weird.
What?
He just kind of like, you'll see when that comes out.
Whoa. Tell me. So he thought he was inquiring about an interview and he said yes. And then Matt kind of just rolled with it, or what'd he do?
You'll see. You'll see, baby.
Why won't you tell me, man? We're bros.
Because you'll have to see it. You have to seize it.
Did he get an interview or he just get a soundbite?
It's a soundbite.
Why didn't he do an interview, man? He could have did an interview.
Because there's a lot of people there and I wouldn't want to do it either. I don't like fucking talking to people, period. So if I'm famous...
That's weird, though. I'm surprised he was going to allow an interview when there was a line of people.
Yeah, he basically just gave us a one kind of answer thing, and that was it. But you'll see it.
All right.
You will.
All right. It better be worth this wait.
And which reminds me, remember how we called you while we were doing the third part of Resident Evil 0?
Uh-huh.
We ended up not finishing it. It sucked.
What the fuck happened?
We'll have to redo that.
Wait, what happened?
I kept fucking up, and I was making the video longer than it needed to be. So I was like, we're gonna stop this. I'm gonna play through it so that I could do it quicker when we actually do it.
Damn, I thought we were going to have that to upload this Sunday.
You thought wrong, you fucker. You
Damn.
thought wrong.
The only people that suffer are the fans.
They suffer, and they suffer for our art. They do.
So,
Well, they suffer for our lack of art, apparently.
did you guys partake in any after partying at the Horror Hound?
Nope.
Did you make any new friends at the Horror Hound, some of the patrons?
Nope.
So what'd you do then? You just walked around and stared at people?
We hung out, baby.
Did you do anything while you were there? Was it Indianapolis?
Yep.
Did you do what did you do when you were in the city?
Nothing.
And you're saying you had a good time.
Yep.
Interesting. Just checking.
I don't fucking want to hang out in Indianapolis. Fuck that. That's the state where our Lord and Savior Mike Pence comes from. He's amazing, by the way. He may become president sometime.
That whole thing going on is crazy. I don't really think it's appropriate for this podcast, but
Oh, it's amazing. Which thing are you talking about that went on? I don't even know.
oh, the trials and whatnot. You don't need all that shit.
Oh, yeah, it's old news by now. So much weird things happen that one happens and it's old news by the next day.
I just don't want to get political on this podcast, is what I'm saying.
That's because you're a little baby bag bitch. Oh, this
not a
her swinging around the tree is a reference to Evil Dead 2. And she's showing her tits.
I'm not sure. I mean, obviously, I have to consider the fact that I've never seen this before, and I have to consider the fact that I'm doing a commentary and I'm bullshitting with you about other stuff, but I'm trying to gauge if I would actually like this movie if I was watching it alone, you know, and I could actually...
From now on, from the point when they get to his like warehouse till the end, the movie is just a big mind fuck.
Oh,
It's one of those movies.
so it gets better or it gets worse?
I like it.
I think it's going by at a snail's pace.
She needs nicotine, marijuana, ecstasy, and alcohol. Cocaine. That song is cool.
Hey, how much was Bruce Campbell charging for his autograph?
He was charging $40.
Was that on top of what you had to buy, or did it come with the 8x10 or whatever?
8x10 was free.
Free my ass.
I wasn't gonna pay for any fucking any autograph, but I was there. I was like, you know what? He just got done doing the show, which I was a fan of. I don't know if I'll ever see him again. I'll do it.
Yeah, are you gonna at least get it framed, or is it just like in a drawer somewhere?
It's already framed.
Yeah, I just think those 8x10s are so shitty. I mean, I don't think they look good on people's walls.
Mine's the original VHS box art of Evil Dead, which is dank as fuck, though. He had a lot of good ones there.
I'm sure they were just kind of. Did he have a big line? Was it really busy?
You had to fucking get a card. We got there at like, I don't know, 10, 11. We got a card that told us when we could come back and get in line, which was at like 3:30.
So, but I'm saying the experience was like shuffling cattle, right?
Mm-hmm. We only got to talk to him for like, I don't know, a minute at the most.
Oh, you actually got a minute? That's a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes those things are pushing you through. All right, sign by.
I would like to talk to him for like a 30 minutes, but we couldn't.
But I'm saying a minute's pretty good. What did you have to say? Did you talk about Ash vs. Evil Dead?
Basically, I got stage fright. I was like, I didn't know what to say to him. I wanted to go up with and his girlfriend so that I wouldn't ask him the same questions that they just asked when they were ahead. But like, they went up without me. Oh, here's a good scene. They got these fucking weird. The thorn mark is on him. He's fucking. He's part of the thorn cult. He's gonna end up fucking his niece. I would still fuck her if she did that to me.
So you got scared, but what did you end up saying in the one? If you were there for a minute, it was just dead silence for a minute.
See, it was a mind fuck. It didn't happen, baby. But no, I was like, I said the same thing. I'm sure everybody said to him. Oh, no Ash, huh? Ash is done, huh? He's like, no. He's like, yeah. There comes times you gotta put that stuff behind it. It gets stale. And then, we just kind of, Mac was, he asked Mac, like, oh, where are you from? And he's like, oh, I'm from. He's like, what do you do there? And then he's like, we're going because he froze up too, didn't know what to say.
No.
So, yeah.
So,
and then, like, before I walked away, I just like, I kind of shook his hand. I'm like, yeah, Evil Dead is my favorite horror movie. Thanks for all the years of entertainment, baby.
So you totally fanboyed and gave fucking generic fanboy fucking.
I did.
Yeah.
And then I walked away.
And you probably regretted it. Like, I'm an idiot.
No. I was fine with it.
You got to ask him something good. Man, Lush from way back in the day, right? He said he met Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell was doing a book signing tour for If Chins Could Kill, his first novel. His first book, rather. Back in, I want to say it was like 2001 or 2. And I remember he was up at the Barnes & Nobles that was literally like a quarter of a mile, if that, from my house. Like, I used to walk up over there all the time. And I wanted to go see him, but I remember there was some things that happened and I couldn't, but I really regretted it. Anyway, Lush went, and this is before I knew Lush, but Lush went, and he said when he got up to bat to get him to sign the book, it was the same thing. He's like, I froze up. And all I could think of was like, how much blood did they use in Evil Dead 2? And Bruce Campbell, he's always Bruce Campbell. He usually never really that's why I'm surprised you're saying he was nice, asking questions like, oh, what do you do? Where are you from? Yada, yada. That doesn't sound like him.
I was originally going to say, like, the fact that you didn't get an Oscar for Bubba Hotep is fucking travesty. But then I was like, maybe I shouldn't, because he might be too witty for me, and I might not be able to come back quick enough, so I didn't say that.
No, because he usually never turns it off. That's why I'm surprised he did the whole, like, small talk, where are you from type of deal, because he pretty much is always Ash when I've seen him, being witty. And to people that don't know any better and know how he is, it kind of comes off like he's being an asshole. Mm-hmm. But that's just kind of how so I'm surprised. But anyway, he said when, went up there. Sorry, Lush. I just said his name. Fuck it.
You doxed him. They're going to be swatting him soon.
He went up there and he got nervous and he's like, how much blood was there in Evil Dead 2? How much blood did you use in Evil Dead 2? And Bruce Campbell just kind of, he says Bruce looked at him like with kind of a fucking retarded look on his face. Like, and he just goes, I don't know, kid, lots and lots. And he's like, when he said that, my fucking heart sank into my stomach. I don't know, kid, lots and lots. Fuck, get out of my face type of thing.
What's he? Hey, yo, Vira, I got you something to suck the blood out of.
Is that what you just said?
Yeah. And she says, yeah, whip it out. I would have instantly came if she said that.
I could probably get, I almost got an interview with Bruce Campbell once on a podcast.
Down to be cool, babe.
I had reached out to him. What was it for? I think it was when they were doing the new Evil Dead movie, right? When they were starting to press that, and he was obviously a producer. And I reached out to him, and he replied back to me. I mean, he was emailing me back and forth. And ultimately he said, he's like, right now, Burn Notice is still on the air. And contractually, I can't do interviews because I'm working on the USA show right now. And he's like, there was contractual obligations with different studios. And he's like, I can't do any. He said, but this was when Burn Notice was ending. This was the final season. And he had said, but, reach back out to me when Burn Notice ends, and then we can line something up. And I just never did. That was some months down the road. But it was pretty cool that he, responded back to me and stuff.
Mm-hmm. This chick's a total bitch. I had to still fuck her, though. She's probably the cutest baggie I've ever seen. Peggy's are never hot.
Are you talking about the chick with the nail file?
Yeah.
I don't find her attractive, but she kind of reminds me.
Oh, fuck you.
She reminds me of every person that we prank call. Like, that's what they're like. We prank call some like little general store late at night, and they just don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And they're tired of dealing with your shit.
We got some that we still need to put out.
Yeah, you should put some on this, man. We still got. Maybe it'll be on this. I don't know, but we got to do the guy we got a million times.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that'll end up on there.
Should we put that on Mac and Zach or on here, even though isn't on the episode?
No, dude, come on. You got to do it on here.
All right. It won't make sense, though.
Why not? Who cares? Special. They always go on the bookends. It doesn't matter.
Oh, apparently when she was doing this little seance thing, that was a real, like, it was in like a witchcraft book. And apparently she got apparently it got pretty fucking weird on the set when they did that. But that could just be, group hysteria. Group hysteria.
More lies. Could be more lies. More lies to try and sell the movie.
Oh, it wasn't said to sell the movie. It just kind of came up in the commentary. Like, what's he looking at her for? What the fuck? He's a weirdo. That guy was in the mental institution, remember.
Look at that disc man, dude.
Oh, look, POD. Fucking POD, baby.
None of these are radio songs, but yet you know who they are, so that tells me you really rock the soundtrack a lot.
I don't even know that was POD. It just sounded like his voice.
Instead of taking the test, stay off the tube of the chest.
Wait from the school on knocks, who's ready to rock? Are you ready to rock? Love it up, dib it up, love it up, bop.
I thought it was just funny how two shitty new metal, pop, rap, rock bands both had boom songs on the radio at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You had them. Here comes the boom. Here comes the boom. Ready or not, it's all right. And then you had Saliva. Click, click, boom. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Click, click, boom.
On those Saturdays when kids go out and play, I was up in my room, I let the stereo play.
It's all inside of me. Yeah.
Oh, look. What's this? What's in the bag? What is this?
It's some, it looks like the thing I had to dig in my shit with for the colonoscopy thing.
The nail file. It's the nail file. Why is it in there? Why is it covered in blood? That's weird. Maybe that'll make sense someday. I don't know. Weird hunch I got. Maybe one day when we're in our 50s, that'll make sense. Yeah, my chair still sucks and still keeps sinking to the floor.
Yeah, it does suck. My chair is squeaky too. That's the next thing I gotta upgrade.
Yeah.
I try not to move too much.
You need to upgrade your computer, baby.
I haven't had any. Well, see, I wanted to. I tried to see if I had any a damaged hard drive. I don't, and there's no reason why the computer should be doing that. And I upgraded the program. I mean, I updated it, and it was still doing it. So I'm trying to do trial and error and see what the fuck is wrong. So I got 2 new programs, recording programs. I'm going to try those. And I would have done that on this podcast, but there's a little bit of a learning curve. One of them is Pro Tools, so I just jumped into this. But I'm going to see if maybe that solves it. But so far, I haven't had an issue, Zach, on this, and I'm on Audacity.
I would assume Pro Tools would tax your RAM more hardcore, Cruster.
Yeah, me too, but it's worth a shot because there's no fucking reason that I can find out why. There's no reason why it should be doing that. I mean, everything's in check.
It's all the porn you look up. You got a virus.
No, I only use this computer. Dude, who looks up porn not on their phone these days? If they are. So the only thing I use this PC for is podcasting. Podcast, that's it. And base it in when I watch YouTube videos. You know, that's it. But I don't really use it for anything else. I've got different things for different activities, right?
You don't even show your cock to people on Omegle or something?
I don't even know what Omegle is, so that's an easy answer.
That's probably too old. That's probably an old... see, I outed myself as not knowing what that shit is, because that's probably defunct by now, too.
You're probably all about the Chatterbait.
Is that another?
Yeah, that's been around forever, too. I just found out Chatterbait was like a month ago from somebody. They mentioned it. And yeah, You can go on Chatterbait right now, and it's people with webcams doing fucking nasty shit.
Cool.
And you can just go into different rooms. Yeah, it's just like, what the fuck? Remember Chat Roulette?
Chat roulette, yeah.
Whose brainiac idea thought that wasn't going to go south?
Oh, it went exactly how it should have.
You know, it was just a bunch of guys jerking off. I don't understand.
Exactly. The best is whenever you find one and don't leave immediately. You just sit there and like start giving them a jerk off encouragement, because then they get pissed off. Like, I don't want a fucking dude to watch me. Fucking hang up.
No, I think most of them don't care. They have to know it's dudes, man.
They usually always had to hang up on me. I never hung up on them.
That's fucking weird.
That's awesome. It's genius.
It's,
See, look, they got the thorn on them and shit. Her clothes, she's running around naked somewhere.
It's all inside of me.
She's Jewish. So, anyway, what do you think about this film so far?
You know, it's like what I was saying earlier. It's really hard to give a film its proper due when I've never seen it before and I'm watching it for the first time while I'm bullshitting with you. But then again, there have been movies I've watched where I got a lot of enjoyment out of them, even in that environment, like, you know, Terrifier, right? Stuff like that. So I can already tell this wouldn't be my kind of movie.
Oh, fuck you. It's a mind bender. So the fact that you're not paying attention is only going to hurt it.
So what's going on right now?
But you know what? Your opinion doesn't matter anyway. You want to know why?
No, I don't.
You're fucking a white male! Did you not hear that?
Yeah, I did. I'm a fucking white male. I get it.
That's awesome. That's all you gotta say anytime. Like, oh, your opinion doesn't matter because you're a white male, so fuck you. You fucking white male. Basking in your white maleness.
It is what it is, bro.
Do you think white male men are the most oppressed on the oppression Olympics?
What kind of
they are white male men who are male.
What kind of question would that be? No, dude, come on. I'm not going to get into that. I'm not even going to take your troll bait.
Because you're a pussy. A non-pussy would have taken my troll bait.
So what's going on right now? Where are we at in the plot? What's going on? Try and get me engaged here because
so
kind of boring.
Yeah, it's because you're a fucking retard and you can't, you know, if you know, there isn't a kill happening every 2 minutes, you're confused and shit. See, all that's happening now is that fucking weird things have been happening since they came back. They got weird markings growing on their bodies. They fucking don't remember what happened that night when all their shit got wrecked. And on their videotapes, they're seeing weird fucking footage of just like, see, that's them watching like flashes of just weird things happening. And they don't know if that tour group came back and fucked up their shit while they're passed out or not. And this guy's calling them every once in a while like, yeah, there was a murder over here. I'm sure you did it because you were in the loony bin. That's some solid evidence on his part. But yeah, like they're like, oh, it happened in the fucking where the Blair Witch happened. It must have been you. You're always coming out here, man. But yeah, they don't know what's going on. That's basically what's going on. And they're getting ready to see a news report that the tourist group that they thought came back. Remember the guy that the main guy looked like fucking the guy from Nickelback?
Yeah.
They're dead now.
Oh, good.
That's the flashes we keep seeing throughout the movie of people getting killed.
That sheriff kind of looks like the cameraman from Hellraiser 3.
Kenny the cameraman. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. That guy, he would have made this movie better with his shitty acting.
The overdub?
Yeah.
Time for your close-up, Joey.
Isn't that funny that that's the only movie in that series we've done?
Dude, is that guy like photoshopped in there? Didn't look real. Oh, we just did Hellraiser 3, that was it?
Yeah, why?
I don't know, because we always like to start with obscure sequels.
Like this.
Yeah, I would like to do Bloodline. Would be a lot of fun, and we'll eventually do the first one. The first one I could talk a lot. It's kind of a slow burn movie, but it's one of my favorites, obviously. But it's real slow, and if you didn't have a lot to say, that could be a disaster for a commentary. But there's so much shit to talk about with the first Hellraiser.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it would be a great commentary. So we could do that one. I could do the second one. To me, the second one is the slowest of the movies.
Yeah.
It's just so slow. And
The second one's one of those movies that I tried to watch multiple times and I've only made it through once.
And some people love it. Josh James from R Rated, we were talking about that. I think it was after Joe Bob did Hellraiser on the drive-in thing.
We need whatever the fuck he's smoking to think that's a good movie. We need some of them pills.
So we were talking about it and we thought it was a good idea. We haven't spoken about it since, but we thought it was a decent idea to do like a podcast talking about the first one versus the second one, and with two polarizing opinions, because it is pretty split, right? Josh would represent the side of people that really like the second one a lot, and I would represent the side of the people that think it's not that good. I think it hurts the first one. I think all it does is damage the first one, personally.
I don't.
I do. I mean, it doesn't kill the first one for me at all. I mean, I still love it, but it doesn't do the first movie any service, because it just, I think movies that, it's like the Halloween 2 thing, except I like Halloween 2, but more often than not, when you pick up a movie right after the first one like that, where it almost makes them one piece, you're just setting yourself up for failure, in my opinion. I mean, Hellraiser 1 was all about the hypotheticals, or not the hypotheticals, but the visual fucking with your mind, and you see a little piece of hell, and that's the Cenobites coming through, and just seeing like, oh my god, these guys look like this. I wonder what it looks like where they come from, and they're talking about what it's like there and how torturous and suffering it'll be. It makes your mind run rampant. But
I think 2 needed some more Cenobites for 1.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Having the exact same ones was a bad mistake.
A different chick playing the other one, like the chick was different.
Would you fuck that chick's neck hole?
Yeah, why not? I mean, if I was in hell, why not?
It looks ripe as fuck.
When in Rome. But yeah, the second one, it's like, okay, well, we're going to take you to hell, and we're going to show it to you. It's like, no, it just looked really shitty, and it didn't, it's not going to ever stand a chance to what you cooked up in your imagination. So it just kind of went against the brilliance of the first one, which was less is more, because they really made that work for them.
Mm-hmm. An owl appears in several scenes in the movie. In some cultures, an owl is a sign of death.
Oh. Okay.
See, this movie's too deep for you.
It's also the annoying ass owl from Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
Oh, look, there she is.
She naked?
She's showing her tits.
She naked?
She's showing her tits.
I wish I had more hands so I could give those titties 4 thumbs down.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Those are nice titties. I like all the titties, baby.
They're tiny.
Oh, they're fine for me, baby.
Itty bitty.
Itty bitty titties.
No, I like all breasts, man. I like small breasts, medium breasts, large breasts. It's okay. Ridiculously, comically huge breasts. It's fine. They're all good.
I think titties can be too big.
The ones that I want the ones that I need 2 hands to hold up over my head.
Whatever. I think, like, there was one chick that I remember had freakishly huge tits that I was like, that's terrible looking.
It's usually really, really, really overweight women that have the freakishly big ones.
Although the film was poorly received, it was a box office success and has a large cult following.
It was a box office hit?
Yeah.
Why? What was the budget on it, and what did it pull?
I don't know. I'll have to look in a minute, baby.
I'm going to look it up.
I'll look it up.
No, I'll look it up, you motherfucker.
Get off my fucking Kool-Aid. I already had dibs.
No, I got it, bro.
I said it first.
I got it, motherfucker.
You can suck my dick. I want to say I saw that it didn't make its money back in the opening day, but then it worldwide it made a little over its budget. So I don't see how that was a success.
No, they have to make 2.5 times for it to be considered.
Maybe it was a success based on the 90s, though.
So, okay, no, it was a success because the budget was $15 million, and worldwide it made $47.7 million.
Okay, what I saw wasn't all that then.
So, yeah, you might have saw the domestic gross, which was 26,400,000 ish. So, yeah, they technically tripled their money. So it was a hit.
Oh.
For as far as I don't know if I call that a hit, but it turned a profit.
The character of Kim Diamond is inspired by famous heavy metal singer King Diamond.
Oh, yeah?
The goth chick.
So, just in name alone. Because she doesn't look anything like King Diamond.
She's goth.
Do you know King Diamond? Are you familiar with his work?
Yeah, he's got corpse paint on, right?
I'm a big fan of his. Happy about my chair, Grandma.
Not a fan.
Oh, I think he's awesome. He's great.
It's like cartoon music.
No, it's amazing.
If you're a cartoon character.
He has a song called No Presents for Christmas.
Cool.
I saw King Diamond live.
He isn't fucking with that War on Christmas shit.
I think I saw him live 3 or 4 years ago, and it was absolutely brilliant. It was so good. And it's very theatrical and the whole deal, but I love Merciful Fate too, his original band. They're great. Which Merciful Fate's a little less theatrical, it's more of a straight up old, early 80s type of heavy metal sound with those same like high pitched falsetto Kevin McAllister vocals.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas tree, I'm certain.
My throat hurts just thinking about it.
It's Christmas. I'm going. I can't do it.
Thankfully.
I watched. Did you happen to see Macaulay Culkin on Joe Rogan's podcast?
I don't really watch Joe Rogan that often, unless it's like a good guest.
You didn't even listen to Pauly Shore, and you fucking want to suck his nuts.
Yeah, I didn't listen to his though.
How good is it? How good is the guest got to be?
I don't know. I listened to the Steven Pinker one. That's the only one I can think of that I listened to.
So, the Macaulay Culkin one, Josh James was like, yeah, I couldn't finish that one because Macaulay Culkin was getting under his skin the way he was, just so annoying and flamboyant and just talkative. I listened to it. He was very nice. He was very uppity. He's very sexually ambiguous. I mean, he mentions having a lady friend, and obviously, but he's got like painted nail polish, and he's very effeminate. So I guess he's just one of those types of guys. But
he's metrosexual.
He was very uppity and chuckly, which is good. And but I don't know. I got this vibe that
maybe he's a Scientologist.
No, he just kind of put off this vibe like he was the only person that really cared about what he was talking about. It's like even, I don't know, all the stuff he was trying to promote and talk about was really stupid. Like nobody gives a shit about this.
They talk about his pizza cover band that covers Velvet Revolver. What's the band? The Velvet Underground?
Pizza Underground.
Yeah.
Yeah, Velvet Underground.
I said Velvet Revolver.
Pizza Revolver.
Did you ever see that video of that guy on the news that was like imitating a dog? I saw him bending over, and he just starts fucking... That guy.
You just had that sound drop ready?
Yeah.
No, I've never seen that.
It's awesome. Check it out.
No, you have all this crazy time to just scourge the fucking internet and find all these crazy videos online, and they're not even like viral videos. Like Zach finds all the videos that should be viral, but they're not. Like my skins.
Eat them skins.
That's not viral. Like how many hits does that have?
I don't remember.
But every video you show me that's fucking weird as fuck hasn't ever been really noticed. And I don't really know how you find these videos.
How was she standing there if she's dead?
Is she attached to something?
I don't know.
We're gonna find out.
Is her body that stiff?
Is she not dead? She's gonna come alive? No.
She comes alive.
That guy looks like Steve Carell.
Do what?
Nothing.
The guy looks
I
like...
said that guy, he should be Steve Carell, that guy.
Oh, which reminds me, I watched the entire series of The Office. I tried to watch it like, I don't know, once or twice over the years and never got into it till like the last time.
Same with me. Same with me.
And what the fuck happened with Steve Carell on that last episode?
I didn't watch it. I've never seen I've tried to watch it once or twice, like just like you, and I never watched it. I just can't quite, I don't know, allow myself to get into it. It's not that I wouldn't like it.
You should just start with the second season rather than the first.
Why?
I don't know. It got better from there.
Like most shows.
The first season's okay, but second season just starts out funny.
Well, I mean, do you not miss any setup that the first season had?
No.
You really don't?
No.
There's no arc that carries over?
Not really.
So when you got through the whole thing, when it was all said and done, do you think it was, worth all the hype that it gets even today?
It was enjoyable for what it was.
It's in the meme culture hardcore.
Yeah. The last episode was fucking weird because Steve Carell kind of leaves like 2 seasons away from the last season, but then they brought him back for the last season. And the way he is in that last episode screams that they got rid of him because he wanted more money or something. Because he shows up and in the entire episode he has 2 fucking lines. One of which is like, oh, that's what she said. This is like the throwaway joke. And then another one later when he says something about like, oh yeah, it's like I'm watching my kids get married, or it's like my kids grew up and they're getting married in front of me. Weird. And he says 2 things in the whole episode. And it just makes me think, did he want more money? So they're like, no, we're going to take out most of your lines and we're going to pay you for the amount of lines you got in it. Really weird.
Interesting. I've also never watched shows like Lost either. Never watched that. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I've never seen.
I haven't either. I started watching the Mr. Bean show.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
Whoa. Chicks lezzing out. What's going on here?
See, this is what happens when they reverse the tape. Because that makes sense. So they're seeing that they were the ones that trashed all their equipment.
What? Is this real? Does this really happen, or is it all like fake?
You'll see.
So what movies have you watched lately, man?
I watched Hereditary.
Oh, was that any good? Don't spoil it, because I hear it. Is it by the same people that did the The Witch?
It's not, but it seems like that movie.
It's like that. So, what did you think?
The ending was so kind of just out of left field that I want to watch it again before I give an opinion.
Oh, so it is like The Witch.
Yeah.
So it's one of those movies where you're not sure what to think of it on the first go around.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say watch it at least once. But yeah, I don't know. I can't say if I like it or not. If it's one I'll go back to. But I want to watch it again, so I guess it is one I'll go back to.
When it streams, I will. I didn't watch, what's that other movie, man? God, what's that other movie that was The Void? Did you see that?
Yeah, it's on Netflix, I think.
Yeah, that's streaming. Did you watch that? Is it any good?
I just thought that was okay.
Because I remember when that was out, it kind of looked like a movie that was kind of like, okay, it's part of this whole witch thing where these indie slow burn hit movies are starting to come out, you know? But is it worth a watch or nah? We just say pass.
I don't remember much about it, so maybe not.
Okay.
That's a butt. See, look, she looks like she's fucking doing seances or something. It's the Blair Witch. Oh, they hit the tapes.
Oh.
It's all making sense now, bro.
I don't think I watched anything new this week. I watched at Harkins Theaters here in the West. They have Tuesday night classics at the theater, one showing at 7 p.m. And so I like to catch those sometimes because those are more fun to me, seeing a movie that I probably own and have seen a million times with like a full theater of people that already know the lines and stuff. It's a lot of fun. I saw Tango and Cash there. Stallone and Kurt Russell. Love it. Jack Palance. Cash and Tango. Tango and Cash.
Why did they make a sequel?
They should have.
We should bring Tango and Cash into the Mac and Zach movie with Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
We need to just reunite all the fucking duos.
A couple nights ago, since they added it to Netflix.
Wayne and Garth too.
Since they added it to Netflix, I watched Young Guns, the first one. Have you ever seen that?
No.
I've seen Young Guns 1 and 2 a bajillion times. Young Guns 2, especially, was one of those movies that was just always in my house. And we always had the VHS. My mom would watch it all the time, and she was a big fan. We just watched it so many times. It was like a Harley Davidson, the Marlboro Man, or something like that. So they put the first one on Netflix. And those are fun movies. I really enjoy them.
All right. You need to watch this performance coming up and listen to it. And I'll tell you when it's over, because it's the oddest, most awkward fucking, 30 seconds of film I've ever seen. And it's awesome.
Okay.
I'll tell you when it's happening. It's when she walks, she kind of pulls her arms away. That's when it happens. Go ahead and continue. It's going to happen any second, though.
Okay, well, I feel like I shouldn't start something I can't finish if it's going to get interrupted. Is it just her delivery?
Okay, it's right here. It's right here. Watch.
Is he fucking her in the ass?
He should be.
All right. Okay.
You're all gonna fucking die.
What the fuck is that?
I don't get it.
She pulls her arms away. She's like, she like flips them off and then goes, you're gonna fucking die. It's just the weirdest, most awkward fucking
Transition?
Yeah, the way she acts there.
It's like, okay, so this is the transition from her going from someone that's not a witch to, hey, I'm the bad guy all along.
Yeah, babe.
Wait, so she's a witch? She's been doing it. She's behind all of it.
She's not saying if she's a witch or not. She's just, so that's what you think. But yeah, she seems to be, something's wrong with her, babe. She's possessed or something.
This is what you want.
Oh. Oh man. Hey, only guys can do that.
Oh, women can do it too, babe.
I've never seen a woman do it. I mean, they like to be choked too, so I mean, I guess they could, but never seen it. A story about it.
Mm-hmm. They're just not as stupid. They don't let themselves die while they do it. Did you see that? Why'd she do that? How'd she know that happened? She flicked her shirt like that chick did to the paid chick at the store. How'd she know about that? Did she watch the movie too?
So this chick right here with the rope around her neck, the news here, who is this person to all these people? I get it. Now she's outing herself as like some sort of witch or whatever, but oh fuck.
It's his wife, the one that had the miscarriage.
And he just pushed her?
Yeah.
Why did he push her?
She was practically begging him to. So he's like, okay.
Fuck. And he's filming it, that guy.
You're telling me if someone wanted to help them commit suicide, you wouldn't? I fucking would. I'd be like, I've always wanted to kill somebody. Can I help? No, I wouldn't. That would be weird.
Bro, what is going on in these flashbacks? Who is that Asian guy?
Yeah. It's revealing that they seem to be the ones that killed them. And they just don't remember.
Who? All of them or just the chicks?
All of them.
Why?
I don't know. It's a mind fuck.
Yeah.
They were just like, fuck those guys. They came to our camp when we were here and asked us a question. I always like that stab. It looks like stabbing into a watermelon.
So is the mental hospital, is that also a trick? And he's currently in the mental hospital, and they played it off like it was beforehand, but it's actually current. If you know what I mean?
You'll see.
Did I just get it right?
No.
Okay.
I mean, the real ending's just as fucking weird, though. That van's pretty cool. I'd steal it. Would you steal that van?
No, man. So
It's because you're a beta.
how did they're out in the woods? Who alerted the authorities? How'd they arrest them? Did they turn themselves in?
I don't know.
You keep telling me I'll see, but I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah, it's because you suck, and your eyes aren't 20/20 like mine.
This guy's got a fucking goatee. What does he think he's Chino Marino? Like he's all 90s. Why did all the 90s guys have goatees like that?
What the fuck's wrong with goatees?
I don't know.
You're so anti-facial hair.
Oh no, I just, I'm an all or none type of guy.
What about Tom Green? Tom Green had a goatee. He's cool.
I don't mean a goatee like that. Not with a connecting mustache. I mean a goatee, like that guy's got, where it's just the beard part.
That's the guy from Nickelback. They're dead. The whole band. This movie killed Nickelback.
So I don't get it. How do they not remember? Were they on peyote or something? I don't get it. Was it a bad trip?
It's ambiguous. It maybe they were possessed. It did. Maybe they're lying. It's open ended, but you'll see. The ending hasn't happened yet. It's weird. See, look, they're getting ready to watch the tape. Remember Peggy?
Yeah.
She's dead. How'd that happen?
Well, she obviously
When did that happen, though?
couldn't take her shit.
But we saw it happen. She left without killing her. How could she have killed her? That made no sense. This movie must, it's playing mind games on us. But yeah, a lot of people that hate this movie hate it because of the ending. And I don't know why, but they're just saying people that say, oh yeah, this doesn't live up to the great original. And I'm like, the original sucked. You don't think that original is great. If you do, you're lying to yourself. Nothing happens in the original.
You didn't like the original?
No.
I thought you liked it.
I wouldn't watch that movie if you fucking paid me.
That's a lie.
Just kidding. I would do a commentary for it. And I just shit on it the whole time. See, look, he's telling her she did it. She wrapped the rope around her neck. Watch the fucking tapes. We filmed the whole thing, baby.
But that's the one thing where we actually got to see him actually do it.
Mm-hmm.
So we know that's kind of revealing that they don't fucking remember shit, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Did you see Eminem dropped a surprise album today?
No, I don't give a shit. Why'd he do that?
His last album was that bad. He had to make a new one.
Is that why he did it though?
Probably. And I heard it's way better than the last album. Figures it's called Revival. It's probably equals our quality.
I Googled it, and the first thing that came up was a headline from Forbes. It says, first listen, Eminem's clunky Kamikaze is a fitting end to rap's underwhelming summer. That's not a good review.
Oh, that's one review. That's probably the fucking, I'm on the internet. I'm the internet contrarian. I'm going to say what other people aren't saying because I'm just too cool.
Look at this. Look at this Yahoo article. This headline, Eminem under fire for using gay slur on new album Kamikaze. Why is this news now?
What's that? Look. She killing her though. What? That didn't happen. Yeah, they always freak out when he says something. It's funny. But he dissed fucking Tyler the Creator, who came out as gay. So now you could say, oh, now you're being an asshole.
See, I don't keep up with the music. I mean, Tyler the Creator, I don't really know who that is, but he came out. When did that happen?
On his last album.
Oh,
Scumfuck Flower Boy.
he came out in a song?
I think so.
Wow.
That's ballsy. And then Eminem goes and says, fuck you. Fuck you. I don't care. But yeah, look, there's tape. He put her in there. When did that happen? Oh, now watch this. This is way different than what happened.
What are you saying? I didn't have any.
Oh, so she never said, you're all gonna die.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. It seems like,
That's what they all heard the same thing at the same time?
yeah, see, the fucking witch is fucking with
Steven, this is me. What are
See, there was no awkward fucking flip off there.
Yeah. It's kind of a cool twist. I don't know if it's executed so well, honestly, but I think the idea is kind of neat, you know?
Yeah, it could it. Are they trying to make it ambiguous? Like, did that really happen, or was it group hysteria? They put people in a room and something weird happens, and they start thinking something crazy's going on. Fucking witch. I always laugh at that. It's just the ultimate. That those tapes are real. Somebody fucked with those tapes. See, what would you do in this situation?
I have no idea, man.
He's fucked. His spit is on point, though.
So, regardless, is it implying that the powers of a Blair Witch were what did that to him? Made them do it?
Pretty much, yes.
Okay. So that would be fucked up if, like, you legit had no recollection of doing that stuff.
Hell yeah.
Like I said, it's a cool twist. I think it could have been executed a little better, but the idea was there for sure. Let me go ahead and go over some comments. Got to try and wrap up here in the next couple of minutes. Let's see here. Adrian Mendoza comments on Texas Chainsaw 3D commentary. Funny commentary. Alexandra Daddario is fucking beautiful. Riverman is a 10. I'll tell him that when I see him tomorrow. The First Samurai Cop is hilarious. Where is that snippet from Zach? And he gives us a timestamp, so let me hear what he's talking about here. Hopefully it'll play. Something you promised him, I think. Let's see. Listen up. Oh, it's not going to do the fucking timestamp.
BTM reviewed.
I think you promised him something like something sexual, some kind of video, some kind of gag. I can't pull it up right now for some reason. Why does it show there, but it doesn't show on the actual... Anyway, thank you for the comment, Adrian. I have a feeling you probably re-listened to that because you uploaded that, Zach, on the Revival Classics. I'm glad we get to do that because it gives some exposure to some of these older episodes that people maybe have missed. On the Mortal Kombat commentary, the one we just did, the Journey Begins, Gamer Guys Reviews. He says, I've never seen this before, but it makes Mortal Kombat Annihilation look like Citizen Kane. I don't know, that might be a stretch. He goes, one way to do more commentaries with video footage on them is to do public domain movies, but the only noteworthy one is Night of the Living Dead. Yeah, we've definitely considered that, and we've definitely talked about doing Night of the Living Dead a million times. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I don't really care about monetization and stuff like that. There's just some things, kind of like the Crash Test Dummies and kind of like that Mortal Kombat Journey Begins, that they're more on the obscure side that I feel like we'd have to have some video accompaniment, and they're not too long anyway, so we'll see if that changes or gets tweaked the further we go on. He goes, sure, Debbie does Dallas's public domain, but let Zach do that one on Mac and Zach.
Hell yeah. We couldn't show that on YouTube anyway.
Yeah, but I concur though.
Unless I censor it.
He also says, when is the next Deep End episode? I listened to the first one last week and was quite surprised at how emotional it was. Keep doing what y'all do best, Revival House.
The one where I cried.
Yeah, I made him cry.
Will that ever happen again? Is what I want to know.
So, to answer your question, I'm going out of town for 7 or 8 days, and the plan is I got a whole new setup here. As soon as I get back, Zach, next Saturday. I would like to do a Deep End maybe next Sunday. Regardless, at some point in that week, so maybe we can have it up. Not next weekend, but the weekend after it. So hopefully
we gotta do the series wrap up of Ash vs. Evil Dead too.
Yeah. So we got to remember that this is going to be posted on Wednesday. So if it's Wednesday right now, The Deep End won't come out this weekend, but we're projecting the next weekend. And we'll have an Ash vs. Evil Dead retrospective thing as well, a review of the whole series. And Oliver Closeoff, he also commented on Mortal Kombat Journey Begins. As bad as this cartoon is, it's still far more watchable than Mortal Kombat Annihilation. That wart on cinema is an abomination.
That's the greatest movie ever made.
Dude, I saw that in theaters and it was just I was embarrassed to be there. I really was. I went with my dad and my mom, and I because we all like the first one, and I love the first one. And it's like, dude, that movie's fucking terrible, and I felt humiliated. I feel horrible.
That's so funny because the first time I watched it, I was too young to notice it was shitty.
Dude, I feel horrible that people had to waste money on it. I felt bad that my parents spent money to take us to see that.
Did your parents come out and say it was shitty, or did they notice?
I think my dad kind of did that number where he knew it was shitty, but he didn't like, because I was a kid. I don't think he just kind of looked at us and said, "Fuck you, motherfucker. That was a big piece of shit." He just kind of gave like a passive like line. Like, you know, if you really like a movie, you might actually talk about it. When we got out of the movie, my dad just kind of goes, "Well, it's official. Liu Kang is the Mortal Kombat champion." And it was like, wow, that was kind of like his way of saying that was a piece of shit and fuck you guys. I'll never forget that. He just kind of said it like Daria, like some smart ass. Anyway, like that's all he got from that 90 minutes of our time wasted. Mortal Kombat, Liu Kang's still the champion. Great. And Adrian Mendoza, he also comments on the Mortal Kombat Journey Begins. Goro's bulge is mesmerizing. Who would mutilate a perfectly good penis?
Exactly.
It's a good point, man. I wouldn't want to mutilate mine.
What do you think about chicks that pierced the clit?
This looks just as painful. We have Billy the Kid Lawrence on the
I'm for it. Go for it.
The Incredible Crash Test Dummies video commentary. Billy the Kid Lawrence, he says, "How have I never seen this, LMAO? Well, I don't know how old you are. You know, if you're a bit younger than we are, you would have missed it because it just aired on TV the once, you know? So, unless you were around for that airing, or if you were around that same year or two when they were selling the VHS that came bundled with the toys, you would have missed it, you know? So totally understandable, but it's on YouTube living.
I thought that one turned out really good. We almost didn't release it because his recording fucked up.
Yeah, my recording got botched, so we had to use a backup. But it's still a good, fun time. So I definitely recommend listening to it. I'm glad we did put it up. So thank you for that. And that actual special, The Dummies, it lives, at least for now, in YouTube land. So you guys can watch it. Problem Child commentary. We have Mario 500 now. This is the best. This is the comment of the week, by the way. He says, "The profanity in this recording was unnecessary." Well, we appreciate that, Mario. You know, I just let it go, man. I let Zach off the leash. Sometimes he rubs off on me, and what can we say? We're not going to edit ourselves. You know, sometimes I might back up and be like, yeah, I think I need to choose some.
I like to picture like somebody with their kid like that just discovered, you know, Problem Child. Like, I want to look up stuff on this movie, and they land on our video. And they're listening to it together as a family.
It is what it is, man. Is it necessary? Probably not, but...
Nothing's necessary. It's not necessary for us to do anything at all.
Yeah, I mean, we're doing this shit for free, bruh. So none of it's necessary. We got stuff to do.
Yeah, dude.
On the Incredible Crash Dummies video commentary, Josh James, our buddy from the R-Rated Horror Commentary podcast, he says, "How many times did Zach drop my name in this podcast? I'm sure it's some sort of record. Hysterical minisode. Haha."
He fucking called me pissed off that I dropped his name so much. He's like, "Hey, you better stop fucking dropping my name or I'm gonna kill you."
Oh,
I was like, fuck.
That's too bad. On the In the Army Now commentary, Trend Killer, he says, "No fucking way. The Weasel. I'm in awe. How much did you have to pay him? LOL. That guy's awesome." And the answer to that is no. He was really cool. Didn't charge anything. So thank you for listening to that.
Josh James, thanks to him for getting it. He went to...
Josh James hooked it up. Monster Mania?
Yeah, something.
Convention in Cherry Hill. Yeah, Monster Mania.
And I wanted to talk about it, but Aaron's like, "Oh, it'd be funnier if we didn't acknowledge it."
On that
It's
actual
just
episode,
there.
I thought it was funny. It would just be there. on that actual episode. So, and lastly, in the army now, Oliver Closeoff, he says, you guys need to do the director's cut of Das Boot. I heard it's like 5 hours long. How about no?
Das Boot, what's that?
Das Boot? Google it, man. It's a really long movie. But, no, we've already got to worry about doing the assembly cut of Alien 3, which we're probably going to have to break up into multiple installments because that fucker is so long. But anyway, got to wrap this up. I got an ass doctor to get to. So I want to thank you guys for listening again. And if you guys are on YouTube, make sure you guys are subscribing there and clicking the notification bell. And if you guys are on YouTube as well, know that we're also on podcast formats. That's kind of where we really shine. That's what we are. So do feel free. We're going to put the links in the descriptions. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Google Play. We're on Stitcher. Hopefully soon we'll be on even more formats. But if you think we deserve it, click on those links. Subscribe over there. Go to places like iTunes, Apple Podcasts. Leave us 5-star ratings. And even if you feel like it, leave us a nice little review because that shit goes a long way and it helps us rise above in the ranks in iTunes land. And it's just going to help us gain more exposure. So all that really goes a long way. That's all we got for now. Keep in mind, also listen to Mac and Zach Save the World. And of course, thanks to Josh James for that awesome soundbite. Like we said, check out his channel, the R-Rated Horror Commentary Podcast. I think that's all we got for now, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. We'll catch you guys next time. Bye.
Shit, you baby fucker!
Hello, thanks for calling Shell. This is Yolani. How may I help you?
Oh, is this Circle K, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was over there the other day, and I was just hanging with my friend Bill, and this phone booth came from nowhere. Do you still got that phone booth in your driveway?
I'm sorry?
Yeah, the phone booth, we got in it, and we have a report coming up for Mr. Ryan's class, and we went back in time, and we grabbed Abraham Lincoln. We were going to get him to come do the report with us. You still got it. We want to use it again.
What an idiot.